We have some new video showing the moments another strike on an alleged drug boat was carried out. Two boats were attacked, killing at least 5 people. Officials did not say specifically where the strikes happened. And since the start of these strikes in September, at least 35 boats have been hit by the U.S. military, killing more than 115 people. The Trump administration not backing down on stopping the flow of drugs into the country, with the president saying it is saving more Americans than ever before. Joining us now, foreign affairs expert Michael Szanto. Michael, good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Quite a bit to get to with this one. So one notable element from these strikes on Tuesday was that the Coast Guard was immediately called into a rescue operation, and this was for survivors. Much different moves than that double strike on survivors back in September that did come under fire. And we saw the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, defending the moves. Here's a clip we have of that.
I was told, hey, there had to be a reattack because there were a couple folks that could still be in the fight, access to radios. There was a link-up point of another potential boat. From what I understood then and what I understand now, I fully support that strike. I would have made the same call myself.
So do you read the strike on Tuesday as a different set of circumstances, or is this a shift in position from the Pentagon?
I think clearly they realized that they doubled down on something that made it more illegal. And so now they're doing the right thing and bringing the Coast Guard. But there are still questions about using lethal attacks against clearly civilian targets that of people who are not even convicted of anything. And then it becomes like a judge, jury, executioner type thing.
Well, and those questions swirling in Congress, we'll see what movement happens there. I wanted to also ask you, Michael, about what we learned last week of this CIA drone strike on a docking facility with suspected links to drug cartels, the first known direct operation on Venezuelan soil. How do you believe all sides, Maduro's regime, the international community, is reading this escalation?
The Trump administration appears very likely to want regime change in Venezuela. And given that it is, in fact, a very, very bad dictatorship that causes a lot of suffering to its people and is potentially aligned with our adversaries, Russia, China, and Iran, probably North Korea, but especially Russia, China, and Iran, it would actually benefit the United States and the region if we had a better government in Venezuela. And so the Trump administration cannot be faulted for the goal of wanting regime change against Maduro.
So speaking militarily about these moves, do you believe this does increase pressure significantly on the Maduro regime? What are your thoughts on the potential now for retaliation? And how will a non-response be read at the same time?
It does. The pressure is building on Maduro. It's probably very inadequate to affect regime change quickly. It could kind of backfire. It might not quite be geared correctly. And what the United States always has to do is try to do it in such a way that it maintains legality and legitimacy so that we don't justify aggression around the world, like, for example, China against Taiwan or Russian aggression against other countries and that kind of issue. So the issue is legal, and then there's also internal legal issues in our country. So there are certain sloppy issues. This was fortunately not killing civilians. This is a brutal regime, but there are legality and political issues that have to be addressed, and it has to be done the correct way, and it has to be legally and morally justified.
All right. And the big question, what comes next in all of this? You had this buildup in the region of military forces from the U.S.'s side. Now this strike. We'll stay tuned here. Michael Szanto, great to get your take this morning. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a good morning.